Yeah, so we have here on behalf of our group, I am just presenting here novel machine learning algorithm for prevalent gene biomarkers for effective cancer treatment by detecting its pH. Now, what is goal of our work is to develop novel machine learning algorithm. What is the problem with the existing machine learning algorithms are that existing machine learning algorithms works with 80% training and then 20% forecasting. And in case of the disease like lung cancer, more uncertainties are there, more biomarkers are some different biological states, some chemical reactions, some cytokines, some storms, some physical nature, some psychological patterns, some behavioral patterns, different things are intruding the matter, and therefore current machine learning algorithms these are being proposed or these have been proposed in the past are not working well. So our aim or goal of the work is to develop novel machine learning algorithm, and for that we have to have the data sorting, cleaning, then we are following herb based diagnostics. Further, we want quantitative as well as qualitative information of the cell, damaged cell as well as healthy cell, their illustrative comparison, what is the prevalence in the genome sequencing, what is the alteration in the sequencing. And therefore, our goal of our work is seems to be more quantitative, but it is covering more number of parameters. So aim of our work is we want to provide the benchmark results based upon the novelty in collection of the data, for which we have developed the questionnaires, and accordingly we are asking the questions to different patients as well as to different doctors, then expertise in this field, so that the minimum invasive treatment has to be provided to the patient. And these are our some of the aims. Objectives to we want to retrieve necessary and relevant information of the patients. Different parameters we have framed for critical data sorting and cleaning. So unfortunately, for most of the algorithms, data sorting and cleaning is happening most of the with the existing algorithms, and therefore the problem happens. So here we again want to propose multi-regressional model that will be helping in providing more effective treatment. So we also plan to have the herb and diet-based diagnostics. Again, the oxygen therapy that is through exercise, and what is the effect of that oxygen therapy, or how that exercise-based oxygen therapy will be dominantly working to cure most of the prevalent cancers as well as top class first 2 to 3 rated cancers. So biomarkers is some of the physical segments that we are focusing here. So biomarkers are basically some segments in our body structures which do changes upon existing of the serious diseases, and therefore we have framed here. Now, unfortunately, here you can see that unknown biomarkers, these are 31% contributors as far as evaluation of the cancers is considered. Therefore, though existing segments and existing genome sequencing methods are available, still unknown biomarkers and some mutated versions of the virus, these are responsible for 31% and 3% of the evaluation respectively. Therefore, our major focus is what are unknown causes and how to cover up unknown biomarkers in these regards. So possible sources of lung cancers we have quantified here: platelets, white cells, blood circulations. So instead of going into a microscopic details, we want to have the macroscopic as well as the patient come or expertise come diagnostic treatment, as well as again the questionnaire based diagnostic treatment, certain amount of or certain way of data collection through questionnaire. Role of biomarkers, again we can quantify your selection of patients. So we are going to pick up the patients in master trial protocol, and then what are different, for example, pH based biomarkers we are sensing, so that alkaline pH, so that the acidic nature is to be kept alive and alkaline nature has to be kept low as far as the cure of the cancer patient is considered. Risk based enrichment, again we are attempting here. Adaptive enrichment means how patient is responding to different treatments that we are taking care of. Other factors leading to lung cancer, most of, so these are disasters based factors, air pollution, asbestos. Some of the guy or some of the fellow members will be working with. Most of the industry is dealing with asbestos or radon gas. Smoking is the habit of the most of the patients in earlier, so that is known as pre-medication, or sorry, not pre-medication, it is habitual. Some pre-medication is available, some genetic sequence or some genome structure sequencing unnecessarily is available or is happening with most of the patients. So these are leading parameters. So some light on pH, especially we want to focus upon here. So if it is increasing beyond 7.4, then the cell is evolving, normal cell is deviating from the cancer cell, and again the multiplication mechanism starts seriously. So therefore we want to control the things based upon the pH, and to control the pH we are providing diet and herb based solutions. Again, particular questionnaire that we are picking up will be helpful in this regard, and accordingly we are focusing upon the part of the development of the algorithm. So here we can see how normal cell is deviating from the cancerous cells. So what is the characteristic here? We are large cytoplasm is there for disasters and which has been damaged to a cytoplasm for cancerous cells. Of course, some few noticeable differences are there, as can be mentioned here. I will not go through the area of the differences, and I will not go through the reading because we have further to go here. So see what is basic difference is that cell is evaluating and why this cell is evolving or dividing more and more as compared to normal cells that we want to focus upon, and that is again pH based. So am I audible?
Yep, you're audible. You can go ahead.
Okay. So we want to focus basically on how pH-based contributions are responsible for more dividing of the cancer cells and more evolution of the cells and more damage of the cells. So normally we want to retrieve the images, and then we want to incorporate these images in supervised as well as unsupervised learning. But our method is dealing with clubbing as well as development of novel algorithm. That is part of our work. So other factors that could affect pH. So here see some chemical agents, heat radiation, then microbial agents, some dietary lack of oxygen, as we have previously mentioned, some immunologic agents. So we want to cover up these agents indirectly, but our major focus is to what is the effect of these agents on the pH value, and if the pH value has been changed, how the cell evolution has been changed, or how the cell nuclei as well as cytoplasm has been damaged, or that has been restricted or constricted in size. So here is the pH chart, and we can notice here that immediately if the neutral pH is there and suppose alkaline pH turns out to be there, so that is disastrous as far as evolution or damage of the cells is considered, which will be responsible for more multiplication as well as evolution of the cancerous cells. And therefore we want to control the alkaline pH, and again that pH has to be herb or diet based because we want to incorporate non-invasive treatment, and our whatever the algorithm that we are proposing, that will be dealing with the way of the forecasting or way the patient can be treated from the interim or from the intermediate position. So demographics, again, that is one of the factors. So we have considered this, we are considering these factors also in multi-regression analysis method, that is age, gender, comorbidity, previous medical history, diet pattern, exercise. So these factors we are incorporating. We are cut sorting these factors using Pareto principle that is used in manufacturing segments, and that is described further. So see what is the machine learning here. So normally the model that is available is based upon 80% training and 20% forecasting, but we want to provide semi-supervised learning here. We want to incorporate what is the experts used to say, what is the ground reality of the quantitative as well as qualitative analysis of the cells. We want to incorporate both the quantitative information as well as qualitative information in, via the algorithm, and then there will be sorting as well as cleaning of the algorithm that will be affected, and therefore the model will be constricted in the size, and therefore we will be coming up with the regression model that will be a perfect one or nearly predicting the data with the inclusion. So again, so we are focusing on herb and diet based. So see, our novelty of our work is what is how the diet based algorithm as well as the existing algorithm that can be clubbed together. Also how the quantitative as well as qualitative information of the cells. For example, cytoplasm based analysis, how this can be made quantifiable and useful in the evaluation of the algorithm as well as data sorting and data cleaning. So Pareto principle, we have considered that principle is a great principle in manufacturing, which used to cut down the number of parameters, and there is judgment. So we have considered one example from the industry here, that is process paper machine. And in the process paper machine, it has been shown that the dryer section was the major problem, and therefore based upon that we cut short we removed another 4 parameters. In the second phase, out of that dryer section, we have classified the problem to be condensate bootmap. Then just 1 minute. So yes, condensate backup, then stickiness, carrier ropes, others. So we have just demonstrated the example of how Pareto principle can be utilized in medical industries. And for that, we have considered here dryer section example. Initially, we sorted out the problem of the paper machine with the dryer section, and we come to conclusion that dryer section is the major source. And in that dryer section, again, 4 different parameters are there. So we picked up the condensate backup as one parameter. Then we analyze the data from 20 to 80% rule. And here we come to conclusion that clamp truck damage as well as end damage, and that is happening here in the condensate backup. That is main contributing parameters. So likewise, we have come from here from 5 factors to one important factor, that is dryer section factor. And in that dryer section factor, again, we could able to come up with the condensate backup factor. And in that factor, again, we have sorted out 2 factors. So nearly from 3 fold factors here. Just 1 minute. Yes, nearly from 5, 4, and this combination, we come up to 2 factors. And this principle we want to extend to the medicinal industries in this regards. So data sorting we want to follow using Pareto principle, that is key of our algorithm, which will be helpful for much more robust cleaning, as well as that will be helpful for just based upon 20% data, we can have 80% forecasting, so that we can control the status of the patient immediately at our will. So here we have provided some chart here. And that chart is nothing but definition of the clinical need, selection of the patients, and match the controls, analytical platform, biological material, statistical study design. So that we have framed as a preparatory steps here. We have some preliminary results here, so which were not giving any of the clue. We have processed some with the existing machine learning algorithms, these results. We have, unfortunately, we have a varied data. So data is kind of a mixed mode kind of data, and therefore existing machine learning algorithms are not working well. That is the conclusion from the preliminary results. And that's why we want to combine a lot of number of parameters with the multi-regression model. And therefore we are proposing some novel model with herb-based and diagnostic-based treatments. So why our accuracy will be much more accurate? Because we want to focus on high repeatability and high accuracy, rather than going with the low repeat and low accuracy. Again, high repeatability and low accuracy we don't want to follow. We have a high repeatability and high accuracy. So this is summary. We have presented the preliminary findings so far. The algorithm is partially developed. It is in the development stage. As far as herb-based and diet-based treatment is considered, we are just collecting such kind of data. We want to quantify the finding with more data, and that's why we have started to gather the data likewise. Okay, thank you.